Hello and welcome back. We are learning AWS Auto Scaling. So far, we have already discussed about introduction of auto scaling, benefits, auto scaling components, and now we are discussing about scaling options. In the scaling options, we have three main options. The first one, we call it manual scaling and then schedule scaling. Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about the third one known as dynamic scaling. If you know about traffic, right, you are aware about your traffic, then you can go with the manual scaling and schedule scaling. Let's say that you have clear understanding that when there will be weekend, you are going to get more traffic. Or you know that you are going to launch new product and during this product launch time, you are going to get more traffic. In this case, you can use manual scaling or schedule scaling. But what if you are getting sudden spike? You are going to get sudden traffic for your website. Okay. In this case, dynamic scaling would be the better choice. So dynamic scaling lets you to define parameters that control the auto scaling process in a scaling policy. For example, you can create policy that calls for enlarging your fleet of EC2 instance whether the average CPU utilization rate stay above the 90% for 50 minutes. Right? Let's say that if you are going to get more traffic, and now if you are going to get more traffic, what will happen? Your CPU load will be increased. And if it is increasing for 15 minutes, more than 90% CPU utilization is going on for 15 minutes, you are going to add new EC2 instance, right? So the use case of the dynamic scaling is it is used to handle the uncertain load. Now, when we are going to set up this policy, okay, we have three scaling policy options for the dynamic scaling: simple, step, and target tracking. I'm going to explain you all this. First of all, I want to create launch template and I want to set up auto scaling policy and I want to show you from where you are going to get these options. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm going to the AWS console. Right now, I'm going to set up new launch template for this particular practical as well. Okay. Why I'm going to set up new launch template? Because we want to configure one website which can increase the load of our EC2 instance. Okay. So I'm going to give name LT for ASG. Template version 1. Here I am going to choose Amazon Linux. Okay, instance type I am going to choose T2 micro. Here I am going to choose key pair. Okay, here I am going to create security group LTSG. Here testing description is mandatory. Here I am going to add two rules. One, HTTP traffic because our website is configuration is based on it, and also if you want to troubleshoot SSH. Okay. Now here I am going to copy one user data script. Now this user data script is actually magic. Why? Because how you can verify that auto scaling is working according to your requirement. Okay, so I have this configuration. Okay, using this configuration, you can increase the load of the CPU. Okay, and I'm going to use this user data script. Now, maybe you can't read this from this particular small screen. So what I am doing, in the description of this video, there is a download link. You can use this download link and you can read or you can download whole document of this user data script. Do not try to understand what is there inside the script. No need to worry about this. It is actually a Python based script. The only use case of this script is you can increase the CPU load. Okay, so you don't need to worry about the coding of anything. Just download this and use this for your practical as well. So now I'm going to click on create launch template. So my template is ready. The next step is always go with the auto scaling group. Here I am going to the auto scaling group and create auto scaling group, giving name ASG. Going to select my template. Okay, this is our template number 1. Here I am going to select my default VPC and I am going to select AP South 1A and AP South 1B. Next, not going to add any load balancer, not going to monitor anything. Right now I am going to set desired capacity 1. I want that to create one EC2 instance. Okay, scaling limit 1. For maximum, I am going to set up 5. So what will happen? Auto scaling will create one EC2 instance right now. Right now we don't have anyone. So once I will create this policy, it will create one EC2 instance. Okay. Here we have auto scaling option, but I am not going to touch it right now. No need to worry. Let's say that next, 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 and create auto scaling group. Now, auto scaling group will create one EC2 instance automatically. So wait, once we will get our EC2 instance, I am going to show you from where we will get this all policy options. Okay, so wait. Okay, I got one EC2 instance. Now, we have this user data script configure over there. So we want to open website. Okay, let me select this and copy IP, and I'm going to open URL. Okay, I just want to verify that this user data script is working or not. It may take time. Wait. Yes, look at this. Right now, this user data script open one particular bar from where you can verify that CPU utilization is going on. Right now what I want that CPU utilization must be 0. Because we have just created this EC2 instance, you will get 80% sometime. But now look at this. So right now, if you look at this, I have one EC2 instance created by auto scaling group, and the CPU utilization of this EC2 instance is 0. That I can verify by opening the website. And we use this user data script. Okay. So now what I am doing, I am going to the auto scaling group, and here we have automatic scaling. Now when you go to the automatic scaling, we have dynamic scaling, we have predictive scaling. We will discuss about this. We already discussed about schedule scaling. Right now we are discussing about dynamic scaling. So I'm going to click on create dynamic scaling. Now when you go to the dynamic scaling, here we have 3 options. First, simple scaling. Second, step scaling, and third one is target scaling. Okay, target tracking scaling. Now, what is simple scaling? Here you can set up single threshold. Threshold means add one instance if CPU utilization is between 50 to 60%. If my CPU utilization of EC2 instance is in between 50 to 60%, add one capacity unit. So you can increase the capacity. Okay, you can increase the capacity by providing capacity unit or percentage of group. But here you can add instance one time. Okay, so in the simple tracking, you can add instance according to the CPU utilization, or there are many metrics that you can use. Now when we are going to use dynamic scaling, we have to set up CloudWatch alarm. Why? Because how your auto scaling group will find out that the CPU utilization of your EC2 instance is going in between 50 to 60%. So for this, we have to set up CloudWatch alarm. We have to inform over there that what will be your requirement of the CPU utilization, and then we can use this particular policy. Now, simple scaling is only for the single threshold. If we talk about step scaling, it has multiple threshold. Here it is example, add one instance when CPU utilization is between 50 to 60%, add 2 instances if the CPU utilization is going over 60 to 70% of auto scaling group. Okay, let's say that if you have 2 instances, 3 instances, so average auto scaling group having 3 instances, and if all of these 3 EC2 instances, average CPU utilization is going on more than 60 to 70%, then add 2 new instances, and then you can also set up the third stage. So here you can add multiple steps when you are going to use step scaling policy. Okay, so here you can add multiple steps. Look at this. Here we got this add step again, because this is first step, then you can add multiple step over here. Now the third one we have is actually the best one. So here it's automatic, set the value, and that's done, and it is self optimization. So how many instances we want to add, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, it will automatically determined by the auto scaling group. Again, it is going to add more instances, but this decision will be taken by the auto scaling group automatically. So here it is a target tracking. Now in the target tracking, here we have this metric type. If average CPU utilization is going on more than like whatever you decide over here, let's say that 50%, average network in, average network out, the bytes that you are getting, application load balancer request count per target. Okay, so if you are going to get more requests from the application load balancer, then increase the capacity as well. So here we have 4 different metric. Right now we are going to set up average CPU utilization is going more than 60%. Okay, then increase the capacity. Okay, I am going to tell you how it is going to add this. Another point that we need to consider over here is instance warm up. See, what happened when you are going to add new EC2 instance. Okay, it will take some time to be added into the fleet of your EC2 instance. Let's say that it will install operating system, then it will run the user data script, right? So warm up period is actually determined that if you are going to create new EC2 instance, okay, after 300 seconds, means after 5 minutes, the instance will be added into the split. So it will wait that, okay, this instance is just created. We will consider this instance in our fleet after 5 minutes, because after 5 minutes, it is going to be ready to serve web traffic. Okay, so this is known as warm up period. Now, instance warm up. And now I am going to click on create. If you look at this, here we got this policy. I can select this policy and I can disable this. I can edit this and delete this right now. Okay, this policy will be executed automatically when the average CPU utilization will be higher than 60% of this one EC2 instance we have. Okay, so right now I have this website, and if you look at this, okay, I just opened this website from this EC2 instance, and CPU utilization is actually 0%. So what I am doing, I am going to increase the CPU load, okay, and it is now 100%. But hi, I am Bhavesh Atara from CloudFolks HUB. To watch full video, please visit our website learn.bhaveshatara.live or CloudFolks HUB Android and iOS app. We are going to upload full video daily on our portal. You can visit our portal and you can enroll to our 100 days challenge course. Right now, for first 1000 students, for India, it is just 499 rupees fees, and for abroad, you just need to pay only 7 USD. We are going to upload daily full videos over there, and this challenge will be continue for 240 days. Thank you very much. See you inside the app. Goodbye.